So the day have come. I am driving now to the car fit service, and that is the beginning of the mods. I will show you in a minute what's gonna happen. We will talk about it. And the car is like unpacked, so I took off all of the camping gear. I took the spare wheel tire and everything because we will go with bigger rims and bigger tires. So we will have to do a spacers that will change the bolt pattern from 5x100 to 5x112. We will still use Audi rims, and still they will be like the winter rims. They are super lightweight. They are called D2 Winterfelgen. These are from Audi A8 winter rims, aluminum obviously. They are super lightweight and super heavy duty, the same as the ones that I'm using now. So I wanted to buy some kind of a black rhino boxers or something like that. But the price of the set in Europe is about, after all of the discounts, it's about 1,200 euros, and I actually bought the Audi rims for 250 euros. So the price difference is really huge, and you know, it's like just cheaper to, if I destroy a rim anytime, it will be just cheaper and easier to get the Audi rim. So the idea of the parts here is like, if I use something that is not Subaru, I use something that is like really easy to get, for example, in any country in Europe or in just around the world. So the rims that I will be using, they are very easy to get everywhere, and that's the main idea. So let's go to the service. So the package has arrived. So the lift kit just arrived. It's all nicely packed. I won't open it now at the moment because it is all just nicely packed and nicely done. So we have some spacers. We have all of the things necessary for the lift, and all painted in red color. I wanted it like that. I asked for the red color as a custom. Oh, let's focus the camera. Here it is. So I've asked for the red color because I have red springs and some red elements all around the car, some just little red things, and I just thought that it will be cool to have it done like that. So here is here is one of the spacers. That is 4-inch. That is about 14 centimeters of lift. So let's go to carpet and let's install it. So the chaos is back. The chaos is back, and it is not yet ready 100%, but the whole setup of the engine and the mufflers and just generally overall the mechanical work, the tuning is ready. And now what we have to do is only to fit these tires here. So the Yokohama Geolandars XATs 225/75 R16s, we have to fit them here. And there are a couple problems, obviously, as always. First of all, the wheel is like really much bigger, like really bigger. So the problem that we are facing is that at the moment, the setup we have now, we have the Pedder's Easy Fit, original ones, dampers for the Forester. When we put that wheel in, they rub you know, the spring cover here just a little bit. So actually I made a little mistake with my calculations with the spacer. Here we have 22mm spacer, and I've bought new spacers with 25mm that change the bolt pattern, because this is magnesium A8 Audi rim. It is ultra light and it is really hardcore robust. So this is the lightest possible 16 that I found, with a reasonable price, because I paid about 300 euros for all of the 5 pieces. And so tomorrow we will have to disassemble the wheels, and we will have to cut there and, you know, just hammer it and weld it. So we will be changing that side and the other side of the Forester. Let's put the wheel back. So we will be changing that, and here we will actually replace that shock. We will put the Outback shock, which has this disc 1.5 centimeters higher, and then we will put a new spacer, and then obviously everything will fit perfectly. We will have to do some cuts here, because when we were overhauling that Chaos, we decided that we want to do all of that work to look like original. So it is like really beautifully made, but there's a lot of unnecessary metal here. So we will cut it here, we'll shape it a little bit here, we'll leave the plastic here, it will be also like shaped here, and the wheels will fit. The only problem is that on Friday I'm going to Romania with that car. And I have already some friends going with me, about 6 vehicles, some vans, some off-roaders, and we have to do that like really tomorrow and over Thursday. If not, that will be a really big problem. Yeah, so just to finish up the whole thing, we have the engine drop, because the whole lift kit is generally like the spacers. These are the spacers, so the whole car is about 4 inches lifted, with around 2 inches of body lift, which is quite usual and common thing to do in Subarus. So the engine is down. The engine is like lowered about 2 inches. There was a lot of work to do here also, because the radiator had to be re-welded and some stuff to do made, but it went all pretty much fast, so that's cool. We have new oil. We have 5W40 oil. We have the bigger Forester turbo, so we have the 2.5 liter XT turbo. I think that is TD04. If I'm wrong, then please correct me. And we have new fuel pump, new mechanical parts from the engine, and we have 3-inch exhaust, and it looks like that. And it's really is very satisfying. So what's the most important? The car runs on LPG, so we have a big, so we had to do a couple softs. So generally, because I will be shipping the car this year to America, to the United States, I decided that we will not tune it. Well, we will tune it in 3 different stages. There will be a setup for the LPG, which is done. There will be a setup for higher power with 98 petrol, 98 octans. So in Europe, pretty much like 100, which is quite easy to get, and we can just put it here. So with that setup, we will have around 240 horsepower. And now, because the car is prepared for traveling, where I'm not sure if I will have 98 everywhere, plus in the United States also I will more than for sure not have it. I have the 3rd stage of mapping. So here we have PB95, so 95 octane, which is in European 95, so that's the same thing as in America 91, 93 regular. So, and that pulled 215 horsepower. Tomorrow I will get the, you know, the result and all the paperwork, so I'll know how many newton meters we have and everything like that. I just took the car from the guys from CarFit because I wanted to equip it with our things, because it's already packed. And the sound changed a lot. the sound is completely different. Like before, you could hear like the boxer like boom, 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 like that. Now the sound is pretty much more like WRC car, so it's actually pretty cool. The car is warmed. I just finished driving it, so. And it drives like really cool. It's a completely different car now. It is completely different vehicle. We've gained, when we pre-logged it, we had 170 plus minus horsepowers. Now we have 215, so we have 45 horses more, and bigger turbo, which gives us you know, bigger income of power from the lower RPMs. Absolutely different car, and I'm just going to drive it now, and I will just record some of it later on, because we have to make the alignment. We have to do some small mods to finish it up, so I won't show you that now. When I will take it to Romania, on the way I will finish that movie. So the preparations are going on. Today is Saturday. The whole team worked very hard to catch up with some time that we need to catch up with. So our furniture and everything is ready for shipping, and the chaos has undergone some improvements again. You know, it's like this is like a never-ending story project. So I've actually made some changes, because I will be sleeping in the rooftop tent for the next, well, for 3 months in total, or even more maybe. We will see, because if we go to Panamericana, then we will use it for about 6 months actually. So I've replaced the rooftop tent that I had, the Wildland Lite Cruiser Pro, and now I've switched it to Wildland because I love their tents. So I have a Voyager Pro 140. It gives much more comfort. It is actually like really like not super big. It's like not much bigger, because it's only 20 centimeters wider and about 10 centimeters longer. But when you open it up, it's a completely different thing. I wouldn't change that tent if I would be still using Subi for like 2-3 weeks journeys. But and like the Lite Cruiser had no like bad sides. I really liked it, but I really need some more comfort. I will need some more comfort, you know, in the future. because I will be actually, that will be my house for 6 months, as I told you, 3 to 6 months, and between time I will be working out from this tent, so it must be a little bit bigger. So I've replaced the rigid lights. I think the dogs are, yeah, the dogs are like, you know, making some love, sorry for that. So I've replaced the rigid lights with Strand Siberia SL with Strand Siberia SL, with Strand Siberia NRS lights. The reason for that is that, I don't know, maybe someone wants to buy this vehicle in the United States or somewhere else. And if I would ever sell it, then I wouldn't like to sell it with the lamps, because I got them from my friend Voyager. That was a gift, so the gift stays always in here with me, with my future projects. So, you know, there can be multiple reasons. You know, maybe someone will offer me some good money for that car. Maybe, hopefully not. Something will happen in the transport. You never know what will be the future of this car in such a long journey. So, you know, I keep the rigid lights home. So we've made a plate to close the winch bumper, and as you see, the tent is here. In the inside I've just installed the Garmin Overlander, which I had in Romania. So I've also moved my wardrobe from the back to that seat, because I will be driving alone or 2 people, so I will not need so many seats. So here will be my wardrobe. I really will not need so many things, because every time I go somewhere with the Chaos, it turns out that I have too many things and I don't use them. But in case if I would need more space, one box now is empty, and the kitchen have changed its position and it came here. We've created such a kitchen cube, and the kitchen cube is really awesome because it allows you to have, first of all, take the whole heavy weight from the roof, which there was with all of the pans, pots, and, you know, cookers and everything. And second of all, now it will be just much more comfortable. Very often I was too lazy to set everything up, and I was cooking on the bonnet from the Chaos and stuff like that. I didn't want to take down all of the stuff from the top down. So now, like, the storage is on the roof, because I need a light storage, and here I have all of the things organized. So this is it. This is the last ride in the Subaru for the next 3 months, pretty much. Today is 14th of June, and the next time I will be able to drive it will be around 16th of September. So I take it for the last wash, because as you know, I had to meticulously clean the underbody. We've renewed the underbody protection, so everything is very beautiful, because the laws of importing vehicles to the United States, Australia, Canada are very, very strict, and you cannot have even one piece of dirt on the car or anything else, because you will get a really big fine. It can end up in you know, container being stuck for a couple of weeks, and washing the car with glycol. So we don't want that to happen. And yeah, so the camera got here. So this is the last ride, and it's a very strange situation, because I'm such in love in that Subi that it is a very strange situation for me to just let it go like that. Anyways, let's go and do it. Let's go and wash it. Here we go. Here we go. Whoops. All right. Yeah. It's still like a little bit disassembled. It's still a little bit disassembled, because I will show you what's happening here. Yeah, so it's still a little bit disassembled. Tomorrow we will connect some wires here and close the dash. We've made some anti-thief protections, which I won't show you where they are. So the thing is that at the moment you cannot start the car without knowing the secret sequence of switches and buttons that you have to press all around the car to start it. So generally, if someone wants to steal it, you won't be able, like really you won't be able to steal it. You have to know the secret sequence, and otherwise you won't be able to start it. So I'll do it now. Oh. She's angry that I'm leaving, probably. So what you see in the front is the 6x6 Sprinter, like one of the rarest sprinters in the world at the moment. It is 2013 production year, and it is 11 years old, and it has only 543 kilometers on the clock, from which 500 I made myself. This is like one of the rarest and the most expensive sprinters that there ever was. It's a 6-wheel drive permanent with 5 locking differentials. Very beautiful vehicle. We are building it here at the shop. So yeah, let's go. I drove her today from the CarFit because the guys at CarFit were pretty much repairing my air conditioner. The air conditioner compressor was damaged, so they had to replace it. Oh yeah, baby, yeah. So now we are going just for the final wash, just to wash it off from just being outside. I love to clean her as well, so I clean the Forester like so much. Like every week it has to be perfectly clean. I love to do that. I won't be able to do it for a long time, but also in that time when the Forester is in the sea freight, I will focus on our Eagle project. Wait a minute, let me change the position of the camera. Yep. Alright, so I will be focusing on our Eagle project, which will be my next overlanding vehicle. And so the thing is that I have some plans, and maybe the Forester will stay in the USA for 1 year, and I will be flying there and just using it there. So I will need a car here as well, but we've bought it last December, and pretty much from that time we've worked only on mechanical things. So we've only did all of the engine stuff, brakes, shocks, suspensions, nothing else. So I think it is a good time to start that project and finish up our trailer, because also it's like on hold because of the whole situation here. And so that's gonna be I'm going to wash it, and then I'll show you how the prep work is going on with the sea freight, like what we have ready, how we make it, and stuff like that.